and we're on time. Good morning,
We
everybody.
just got up and running.
Yeah, things are good. Mama Pat is in the house. She's walked the dogs already. I've ran coffee up to Ron. We're all set to go. It's going to be a great day, and it's even better because you guys are here. I saw so many of you. Oh, look at the hearts. Love it. So many of you came in early today, and I so appreciate it. Jerry, you were the first one in. Thank you so much. I'm really glad to have each and every one of you there, and those hearts mean the world to me. Yeah, last week was a little hairy, a little tough. Yeah. We did end up, I don't know if you guys saw, but we ended up coming back on in about, I think it was 20 minutes afterwards, after we all pulled ourselves together. And so it was I think it was a really interesting show. We talked about the Pantone color of the year, which is Peach Fuzz, which is a bad name for a beautiful color. I think that's just me. But again, who am I to doubt the Pantone Institute? They are the experts in that kind of thing. But anyway, I love the color of the year. And we talked a lot about that and rose gold and all of that kind of good stuff. So if you guys have an inkling, you can go back and watch it in the replay. It was a pretty good show, I think, after all, even though it was very stressful leading up. But today we are ready. We're going to continue our Valentine's Day talk, which started at QVC this week. I honestly thought it was a little early to start talking Valentine's Day until I sat and did the math and was thinking about it. I mean, it's kind of nice to be able to get some sale items that are appropriate for Valentine's Day ahead of time. Plus, a lot of the good stuff is in short lot availability. So I've got some really good things for you here today. So with a little planning ahead, you can either gift something that's wonderful or you'll be wearing just what you want on Valentine's Day. My Valentines are barking their little heads off in the next room. Mom's whistling for them. Mom, who else is out there and what are they
Jerry,
saying today?
William, Sandra,
Hey, William,
Cass,
Sandra, Cass,
Jonathan.
Jonathan, I feel the love today.
Our
That's so
peeps.
nice. Our people are here. Whee! Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to be joined by more too as the time goes on. I was
say
flaky
William?
last week, and I'm sorry.
I did say William.
Yes, William is
He
here.
said hi, doggies.
He says, hi, doggies. William is actually dog sitting and has been picking up a lot of work lately, which is really awesome. But today, it's all about you guys. It's all about love and about Valentine's Day. And so I want to get started because there's so much good stuff. Here's where I wanted to start. Now, this has never been seen before. This is a web discovery item. And I let a few of my best friends know about this when it came in. And I got to tell you what, it is now in low inventory. So the word is getting out about this. Already. It's never even been on the air. It's what we call a web discovery. And usually I save these until the end, but I've got just some rockin' sale items at the very end of this half hour. So I wanted to lead with this today because it is low inventory and I don't know how low it actually is. Usually when it's marked low inventory, there's just a couple of pieces left. And so I wanted you to know about it right away. Anyway, the reason I love it is because it is in a perfect heart shape, and that is so hard to do. If you're a lapidary, it is your worst nightmare to be put on the job of cutting hearts. It really is, because you have to get, and diamonds have perfect cleavage, so if you cleave it wrong, you end up with a broken heart. You end up with two sides that are not usable. So you have to be really careful when you're cutting, point being. So the best way, I think, is to do it in lab grown. This is a collection that is not our Firelight lab grown collection, but it's called the House of Brilliance. And we're kind of trying it on with you on the website so that you can see if you like the designs. I really like this design. I like the fact that it's all about that solitaire. And it is about 1/4 of an inch from the top to the bottom. Yeah, Mom?
All in.
You're all in on it?
I put it all in cats. I think that's
Oh, I'm glad.
really charming.
Isn't it? It's just like perfect. If you like that simple solitaire, but you want to give her something that, again, says I love you without even saying a word, it's perfect. But I also think it would look awesome layered with a round brilliant.
Oh, my God.
Wouldn't it be so cute? You could have the little heart and then you could have the round brilliant. Oh, I think that would be just delicious.
Earrings and 5 or 6. Yeah, never mind.
Well, speaking of lab-grown earrings, oh my goodness, there are some things coming into inventory we're going to be talking about in February. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more, say no more. All right.
No, you can't keep a secret.
I can't keep a secret. So the item number is J, that's why people watch, J429. I hope that's not the only reason. 661. Actually, you watch for my sweet Mama Pat. That's what you watch for.
Don't start that now.
J429661. is this item number. So a web discovery, low inventory, I mentioned that. It's on 3 credit card payments of $256. I want to explain Easy Pay versus
Good.
Q card, which is called special financing. Easy Pay is where you take more control. You control your credit card. So you pick whatever credit card you want, you put it on whatever credit card you want, you pay it off whenever you want, and that's kind of cool. And so 3 credit card payments of your choice of $256. All right, so wanted to show you for scale and see what you're saying. I can't read it from this distance, Mom. What are they talking about?
Hi, doggies from William.
Hi, doggies.
And then Jerry said my 2 favorites, diamonds and doggies.
Diamonds and doggies. Ooh.
Laura Rose Beauty is on.
Maybe we'll do a diamond and doggy show for Valentine's Day since they
I
are
love
definitely
it.
our
Okay.
hearts. We'll have to do that. You know what, guys? Would you be willing to send me some pictures of your pets?
I'd love that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do diamonds and doggies, and we'll do it closer to Valentine's Day. What was I going to say?
Laura Rose Beauty and Tyrone.
Laura Rose, hi, and Tyrone.
And Amy.
Mwah. And my sister Amy's out there too. Hello, Amy. How are you? You got in just in the nick of time. We were showing this beautiful necklace, which I just absolutely adore. The thing I don't love about this picture, just I'm being upfront about it, is when it was submitted by the manufacturer, I don't know what they did to that thing, but that looks much bigger than it is, right? At least if I believe
good.
the dimensions, it's 1/4 of an inch. So don't let that fool you, all right? But I did want you to see how the chain lays on the neck and all the rest, because it is 1/4 of an inch. It is a really, really nice piece in 14 karat gold. Enough on that. Okay, so everything else in this half hour is going to be on Easy Pay. Everything else is going to have special financing. Since we were just talking about that, as opposed to Easy Pay, let me again finish my thought. Easy Pay is where you pick the credit card. Special financing is when you have a QVC credit card and you put it on that. So that's the difference.
Southpaw Studio 21. Good morning.
Good
Will you be
morning.
getting any more right-hand rings or anniversary rings in soon?
Yes, we have got some goodies coming in for you. What is her title, or what does she go by?
Southpaw Studio. 21.
Southpaw Studio.
We are
We're all
Southpaws.
left-handed. Yes, every
Whole
single one of
family
us in
here.
this house. I know, it's
Whole
crazy.
family here.
Welcome to the family. We're glad to have you. Everybody say hi to Southpaw Studios. We'll have to check
21.
out your website. If you want to put it in the chat, we'll go check it out after the fact. I'm all about it. All right, so let's see. Anyway, so what I was saying is the QVC credit card, if you don't have one and you want one, and I'm not pushing it, it does nothing for me. But if you want one, a lot of people have them. You can get $60 in instant credit if you open it. So, and that's only good till tomorrow. So if you see something you like in the show and you are considering that, today's the best day to do it because it's $60 that you get back.
Oh, she is a lefty.
She's a lefty, of course she is. What else would she be with a name like Southpaw Studios 21? All right, little plugs for my new friend. This is a horse of a totally different color, right? So they're not all going to be heart shapes within this broadcast, but I thought this was a great follow-up. Now, it's a lot more pricey than the solitaire we saw just a moment ago, but for very good reason. It's 1.75 carats, first of all, which is very large. We're talking about well over an inch on this piece, probably close to 1.5 inches when you see it in person, and it's on a cable link. But the real thing about it is that's so special are these colorful diamonds that you see here. These are all natural, and they're all non-treated diamonds. This is how they came from the earth. But I love the story with this. I was talking to my friend Ashish. Ashish has been in the business ever since he was a child. I think he started when he was 12 or 13. And he started with another really good friend of mine. And they're competitors now, which is crazy in this wild world. But I know both of them very well. They're both really nice gentlemen. And I was speaking to him and I said, well, so what's this? I've never seen anything quite like it. And he said, Michele, it took me 14 years to accumulate those diamonds for that order. He said, I didn't want to part with them, but it just spoke to us in this design and we wanted to do this. And so this was not actually the first piece that we did. There's a big ring that matches it if you want the, oh, actually, I put that ring in next just to give you a quick little peek. So I'll show you that ring here in just a moment. But anyway, this is 1.75 and 14 karat gold. It is $2,676. It's another low inventory item. The last I checked, there were 6. So if you're watching right now, you got a shot. But if you wait much longer, and this has been in inventory for a few weeks now, But if you wait much longer, you might miss it. So if it's been on your wish list, we're going to make it easy today. It's on 18 months special financing with a Q card of $148. So that's amazing. If you go into a jewelry store and you say, you know what, I want to wear that for Valentine's Day, I'll give you $148. I'm going to wear it to dinner and try it out, see what I think. They're going to say, what? But here we do that, unless you're a celebrity, and then, sometimes they never give those things back, which I think is horrendous. But anyway, that's another discussion for another day. You can also use Easy Pay. Speaking of celebrities, and I'm sure she would never do this. Guys, did you guys see QVC last night? Anybody see it? Throw me some hearts if you saw it. Did you see who was there? It was such a top secret thing that they didn't even tell any. You did? You saw it? Oh, amazing. Scarlett Johansson was on with her new beauty line last night. I would be so starstruck to meet her. She's lovely. I watched the whole thing like this. I was like, oh my gosh, if I could have that skin, that would be amazing. But anyway, how cool is that? But this is the kind of thing you would see a beautiful woman like that wearing, right? Yeah, if you missed it, go back and look at it. It's pretty cool. And hopefully she'll be back more and more and more and more. She's doing the live stream thing. So kind of like we are over here. Not that I'm comparing you and I, Scarlett Johansson, Mom.
Oh, what the heck?
It's our show, I guess I can. Anyway, here you can, that's funny. Here you can see it on her neckline. We got a few hearts for that one. It's on a cable chain. Yeah, trying to make us feel better. Pity hearts. That's okay too. I'll take them.
William loves the chain.
I do too. The chain is more beefy, and I think it needs to be on a piece like this. This is couture. I mean, the kind of thing you would see in a magazine. Am I right? 14 years he collected these diamonds. They're in different intensities. They're in different sizes. So you're going to find pinks and greens and all kinds of goodies. In fact, I'll show you the ring that coordinates, which is cool. Look at that. Da, da, da. This is, I call it the My Way or the Highway ring. It's item number J428774. It's actually called the Fancy Diamond Color Crossover Ring, which is not nearly as much fun as My Way or the Highway, but they do what they do. It's 1.5 carats in total weight, and it's on, let's get this, it was $3,163. Not anymore. We sold all but a few of them at that price, and we had put it on clearance. Clearance. I can't even, it almost gives me the shivers because, first of all, jewelers won't have this in their cases. This is something that's a custom order. It was custom made for you by my friend, right? He accumulated these stones for 14 years, which is crazy pants. But this is what these guys do. These guys, when they're out and they're globetrotting and they're almost like curators, right? Well, they are curators, and they go out and they tuck things away in their vault. And when we're in New York and we're talking to this gentleman sitting across the table from him, he'll show us his gorgeous jewelry, and he does have some very pretty things. But then we always kind of say, well, all right, what are you holding back? What do you have that you could part with? And he went, I guess maybe I could part with these diamonds. I've had them for 14 years. So we're only using them as needed. We're being very sparingly with them. There's been a couple different silhouettes. I really love the crossover. It's the first time we've done this. But we did the big heart. That's what started it all, which Amy Strand is kind of known for. She's so cute. And then we had a signet ring that the guys could wear if you want to go check that out. You saw the puffed heart, and now we went really bigger and bolder with 1.5 carats of these fancy colored diamonds. So sizes 5 through 10 are available on clearance. It's on 5 Easy Pay of $360. It's on 18-month special financing of about $100. So for those of you that are regulars, and most of you are, and that's such a huge compliment to me. Thank you for showing up for me every week. Last week was a tough one, but we're back here and we're on it, and it's, I'm having fun, and I hope you are too. Everybody having a good time? I can't read it. I hope they are. Are you having fun?
I just realized that.
Yes, Mama.
I put this is a gut to see appreciate.
A gut.
See to appreciate. Got G-O-T.
Oh, G-O-T.
See to appreciate it, because as beautiful as that picture is, it doesn't do it justice. Yeah. It's just marvelous.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, natural color diamonds are so soft and pretty. They really are. And it's flush.
It's flush.
Yeah.
And it doesn't overtake, even though it's showy.
If we are ever playing charades around the house, I want you as my partner always, because I can always guess what she's saying. She's doing this and doing this. And here. Yeah, feel free to speak your mind, Mama.
Okay.
All right. So the crossover ring is on clearance. This could be your last chance, but you know, from $31.63 down to $17.99, pretty good. I'll never tell her you got it on clearance. How's that? I'll never tell anybody. It is the kind of ring that most people will never have a chance to see, touch, or feel. So if you just want to get it home and, you know, try it on with your fancy stuff for Valentine's Day, you can. But a ring like that, to me, just brings so much color into your life. I thought it was so pretty. I took this out to Longwood Gardens, actually. This is one of the few pictures that turned out that day, Mom. Mom and I bumbled out to Longwood Gardens. I had this silly idea that we would, Longwood Gardens is this outdoor, beautiful, I mean, fantastic. If you're ever in the area, go there. It's so amazing.
Without a camera stand and...
I brought a big tripod. I brought the whole thing, and we were going to spend, I had a big bag full of jewelry, and we were going to spend the day photographing beautiful diamonds against the stuff like what I did here.
Half of Pennsylvania.
But I chose the very first day that they were open for the season. And even though we went during the day, you're right, about half of Pennsylvania was there. And I almost took out a child with my tripod. No harm, no foul. Nobody was hurt. But I was frustrated by the end of the day.
I was scared out of my mind.
She was on her scooter. I was toting my stuff. It was really funny. Her Easy Rider. All right, next up.
Jerry Ansky is back to perfect right-hand ring or a wedding band.
Oh, why not? Yes. You know, we lead colorful lives, don't we?
Yes,
and our lives are sort of a tapestry of all these wonderful things that are woven together. I like that idea, Jerry. I'm going to have to use that if we ever get that ring back into stock, which I don't. Oh, it's on clearance. We aren't going to get it back. You know why? Because we're using all that good material, right? And there was only so much of it. The guy worked hard for 14 years. Sheesh, get out there, get some more of that. Doesn't happen quite like that. Wish it did. All right, so speaking of clearance, OMG. This was in the show yesterday. It is in low inventory, but the more I saw it, the better I liked it. This is so doggone cute. It is from our Firelight Lab Grown collection, and I'm right now obsessed with pear shapes. I spent the afternoon, Mom knows this, when I got off the air yesterday, researching and preparing a video for you guys about the history of pear-shaped stones because they're fascinating to me and there's just so much to talk about here. And I know you don't have a lot of time. I want to be respectful of that. But they're just so elegant. And this design, what it does is it takes that graceful elegance and it makes it a little bit more carefree. It's like you took 5 big juicy, pears and just kind of went boom, and it just laid beautifully into this necklace. It's just fantastic. Firelight diamonds are awesome. Firelight diamonds are grown in a laboratory instead of coming from the earth. So if you're buying your diamonds because you like the idea of them being in the ground for billions of years and you like the history of them, and I do, I love that, then you want to go to Affinity. If you wake up one day and you just want more perfect diamonds that are bigger, bolder, and a whole lot less expensive, like half, then this is an awesome choice for you. I wear both of them. A lot of you know that I was in a rush today, so I didn't put it on, but my upgraded engagement ring is a Firelight Lab Grown diamond, and I cherish that. It's a brilliant rose. So if you've ever seen it on my hand, you can go check it out online. But yeah, the fancy cuts in particular have really got me like being creative. I'm starting to think a lot in terms of fancy cuts in Firelight because you can get so much for your money, and the material, because it is more perfect, you can stretch and grow and try new things, new faceting, for example. And that's how this was actually born. Again, I know we don't have a ton of time. I'll give you the specifics and then we'll talk about how pear shapes came to be in a really abbreviated form. But I would love it if you check out my video, which I'm going to put up on the history of pear shape cuts, because I found it interesting, and hopefully you will too.
For some reason, seems to lay.
It does, and yes, and this is not a articulated piece. It's more rigid, all of those. So it's not going to flop or bend. It's going to lay really flat. It's called a station necklace. So I think you're going to like that a bunch. All right, so the necklace is J430078, 430078. I'm giving them verbally in case you're watching in the replay, so you can write them down if you are interested. Mom, also, if you join us in the live chat, she puts all the numbers in the live chat as we go along.
Keeping up for a change.
And thank you. I appreciate that, Mom. So this is a carat in total weight in 14 karat gold. It is only $979.99 on clearance. It was over $1,400. So it's a big savings. 5 credit card payments of $196 and 18-month special financing. Are you sitting down? Click in that seatbelt so your head doesn't fly absolutely off. It's only $54.44. $54. Yeah, if you use 18-month special financing. So again, I'm going to say we have just about every item but one on special financing today. That is through QVC and their credit card. Until the 11th, which is tomorrow, if you're watching on replay, hopefully you didn't miss this, we are offering $60 back instantly when you get a credit card through QVC. Don't listen to that. Mom's like, oh, I need one of those. You're funny. But it is, if you're looking for a credit card, it is a really good thing. So anyway, wanted you to know that in case you're interested, not you, but everybody else. All right, now I had thought about jumping up to the band ring next. I think I'm going to do that if that's, well, no, you know what? We'll stay with the plan. We'll stay with the plan, Mom. Forget the arrow. Well, it's not that big a change. Did you want to see it for scale? Look.
Not anymore. I just deleted the number.
Oh, of the necklace? Here, I can give it to you again.
Oh, no, I've got the band ring. No, I've got that.
I see.
And you went.
I did. Yeah, you were on top of it. But here's the reason I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to stay in the order because I have the slideshow in order. It's all about me today. Not really. It's all about you. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you. How am I doing for time? I don't want to take too long. I've got 2 things left that I would like for you to see.
51.
I've got 9 minutes.
You've got 4. Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, this is so good. Everything's working out so great today. I love it. Here is our next selection.
Oh, my.
I know. I love this ring. It was limited when I went to bed last night. We had I think 9 in inventory. It's almost gone overnight, and that's why I was going to push it to the end of the show. I won't spend a lot of time. The last thing we're going to end with is a huge discount and a really beautiful band ring. And now Jerry asked a couple of times about band rings, wedding bands. That's going to be coming up next. But this could also be worn as a wedding piece if you can wear, because I wouldn't size it, a size 5 or 6. I'm going to put in a request that we do something similar. This particular design is never coming back. It's just too expensive to make. I mean, it's super heavy. Those emerald cuts are gorgeous. This is not Firelight, although you might think so because of the size of the diamonds. This is actually Affinity. So it's expensive for us to do this, but we discounted this immensely. This is 42% off. And the reason is we got what we needed to out of it, and there's just, like I said, a few left. Last night, there were a few more than there are right now, but, maybe it's fate that you're watching if you can wear a size 5 or a size 6.
That would look like an engagement ring and a wedding ring.
Yes, that's the thing. Modern brides are doing this. They're wearing one ring. Now, I know you don't like the way this sounds, but the name of this style is actually called Toi et Moi. She cringes. I don't know why. She's just weird about this name. Toi et Moi. It means you and me. In French. Yes. I have chosen to call it the Napoleon and Josephine when Mom's around most of the time, unless I want to see that look on her face of horror. Yeah, Napoleon and Josephine. It was actually, Napoleon Bonaparte and Josephine, who he's been in the news lately in the movies, right? So you might have been experiencing a little bit of history if you've been watching that recently. But yeah, this is a design that dates all the way back to then. The emerald cuts, though, the sizes of those emerald cuts are so impressive. This ring just looks beautiful. Let me show you. Again, it's only available in size 5 and 6, so I don't want to spend a ton of time. It's on 5 easy pays of $327.80, and it's on 18-month special financing of $91 and a couple of cents. So with that being said, you might have just found that ring of your dreams. If you can wear this or know a finger that it would fit, it would be an amazing addition to anybody's jewelry box. And it is Affinity lab grown. I see Mom, I see William. Anybody else want to weigh in? What is Tyrone saying? Oh, he likes the crossover style. Yeah, I do too. It's all good. Again, this is a bypass style where the 2 stones are kind of passing. It's very hot in fashion right now, but this is the traditional Napoleon and Josephine, where they use the same shape and the same, faceting of the stones, and they did them together like this. Again, showing connection, showing community, and all of that. It's a wonderful promise piece as well. All right, so because we're getting close to the end of my time,
William
yes?
said maybe a 5-pointer with rounds.
A 5-pointer with rounds.
I'm
Oh,
not-
you want a bigger emerald? Is that what you want? I bet that's what he's thinking. He means 5 carat, I bet. That would be huge.
Maybe
5-pointer. I don't know, but I like
next version of the ring.
the next version of the ring. Yeah, or a different shape even, I'll have to work on that. I really, really love it. It was just so much gold, so hard to source those big emeralds like that, the emerald cuts. And what makes an emerald cut different from a baguette, one last final thought, is with an emerald cut, the corners are cropped, so you get more of a dimensional kind of viewing into the stone, whereas with a baguette, it's more of a traditional step cut. So it's the corners actually that make the difference. All right, that's a question that comes up a lot.
Good. Okay.
All right, Mama, here we go. This one is for Jerryansky and all the rest of you that were asking for potential I do pieces for Valentine's Day. This came up last night on clearance, and I have to tell you, it really kind of blew my mind. This band ring is item number J426425. It is a symphony of baguettes. Go back and look at the video, because when you see it moving, it's magical. It looks like it's basket weave. It looks like it's a woven ring. But instead of doing it in metal like you would see a traditional basket weave, they made it look like that, like a basket weave design in baguettes, bar set baguettes.
So cool.
It is everything. I mean, this thing is so smooth, and it's set left to right across your hand, so the baguettes aren't this way, they're this way. I think it would be so handsome on a gentleman and beautiful on a woman as well. It's fully finished on the inside. Pinky ring especially would be kind of hot if you're into that thing. It comes in a size 5, 8, and 9. I told you it was limited, but it is available on 5 easy pays of $132, and it's on 12-month special financing of only, if I'm reading my writing correctly, $155. Pretty great. It was almost $900, so we've marked it from $900 down to $659. Awesome. Again, very smooth, very sophisticated. We see Art Deco influences just raging in. I don't know if you guys saw any of the red carpet dresses or any of the red carpet accessories at the award show this week, but this whole theme of Art Deco pieces is huge, and it's doing nothing but growing. So historical pieces, Art Deco pieces, nods to times gone by. This is all red hot in the world of jewelry. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about? Because I would love to answer any questions that you might have. This is Affinity again. These are diamonds from the earth. I represent both of them. They're both amazing. Firelight is our lab-grown collection. Affinity are our diamonds from the earth.
Now, I have a question for Cass.
Cass,
She has
hi.
a 5 carat question mark. That's a ring.
Oh, she means what a ring that would be if it were made
I
in 5
see.
carats.
I
Yes.
see. I thought I missed something.
No, we do have some 5 carat
Oh, yes, we
solitaires,
do,
though,
but
that
I
I'd be
didn't see
happy to bring you. If there's anything else you'd like to see or talk about, any cuts, any kind of details you want me to cover in an upcoming, live, we would love, your input. So please do think about that a little bit and drop me a note if you
What
wouldn't
was
mind.
the item number
The item number 4
for which one?
will help you out.
This is Southpaw Studio 21.
Hi again,
For which
Southpaw.
item?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
asking
wondering
her
which
right
item
now.
you're looking for.
Oh, for which item?
So we started with the House of Brilliance. It was a heart-cut lab-grown necklace. And then we moved to the fancy heart necklace. Then we went to the crossover ring, which was also done in fancy diamonds. Then we did the pear-shaped necklace.
The last ring, that one.
Oh, the emerald bypass or this one? This one is J426425. So this one's J426425. And the one before that, if you can fit into the sizes 5 or 6, that's 42% off. And I wouldn't have it sized because of all the channel setting. That one is 426432. 426432. I do love spending time with you. We really do. It was my pleasure. And I just love it when you come and hang out with us on Wednesday morning. So thank you again. I hope each and every one of you just have a really great week. If you like what we're doing here, I do appreciate the hearts. I really do. It's so nice. But if you wouldn't mind sharing it, Kaz told me I need to be more assertive about this and tell people to to follow my She did. She did. She said, you need to tell people to go ahead and like it and share it and, subscribe. Okay, so do that for
Well,
Kaz and I.
subscribing is free.
Well, it is all free. Some people don't realize that. You're right.
Well, because
Not
I
everything
pay
on
for
YouTube.
some.
Yeah, I know. I know. A lot of people do pay for YouTube, and that's great. But you don't have to pay to participate in this, which I like even better. Free is my favorite 4-letter word. All right. Well, with love, I say goodbye for now. I love the idea of doing pets and diamonds, our favorite things. I do. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you want to send me pictures of your pets, I'll start putting that together. We'll do it closer to Valentine's Day. Okay. And ideally, I'd get a picture of you and your pet so that I can keep them all straight and tag you in the process. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Silverstein cannot be sized.
Sandra Silverstein had a question.
Silverstein,
Oh, yeah, she wants to know about the emerald bypass, I'm sure, because that's definitely your style. No, I wouldn't size it. I mean, if you want to take it to a jeweler and ask them their opinion, you can. But the reason I don't want you to do it is because of the channel setting. Sandra, because I know you know a lot about jewelry. Channel setting is such an art form, and they're nestled in like this river of gold, and I'm afraid if you were to take it up and down too much that it might disrupt that channel, and I don't want you to lose one of those juicy baguettes. So, I'd love to sell you a ring and you buy a lot of stuff, but I wanted to sell you the right thing for you. So I don't think that's going to work, but we will try to do something else that's similar, okay? All right. Anybody else?
No,
all right. With that,
lots of love.
We'll see you next time, all right? Mama, any final words?
Love you all.
We do. And watch out for that video on pear-shaped gemstones if you're a geek like me. I really love the history behind those things. And I think it turned out pretty darn cute, I have to say. I'm going to finish editing. It should be up in the next day or two, okay? All right.
Love you.
Love you. See you soon. Bye.